Welcome back to the Instant Fame. Today, we're diving into a side of Johnny Carson few truly knew, the guests that rubbed the king of late night the wrong way. Behind that effortless Midwestern charm and quick wit lay a man with little patience for arrogance, incompetence, or disrespect. While Carson maintained professionalism on camera, those who worked closely with him knew certain celebrities never received a second invitation. The chemistry between Carson and his guests was everything. When it worked, it was magic. Think of his legendary rapport with Don Rickles or Robin Williams. But when it didn't, the air could turn glacial in an instant. Carson had an uncanny ability to dismantle someone with just a raised eyebrow, or a perfectly timed pause. No one was safe, not even Hollywood's biggest stars. Take Joan Rivers, for example. Before their infamous falling out, she was one of Carson's favorite guests, sharp, fearless, and hilarious. But when she launched her own late-night show without telling him, the betrayal cut deep. Carson never spoke to her again, a silence that lasted until his death. It wasn't just professional, it was personal. Then there were the guests who simply didn't understand the rhythm of the show. Comedians who bombed, actors who took themselves too seriously, or musicians who refused. To play along with Carson's playful teasing, they all risked becoming one-hit wonders on The Tonight Show. Carson had zero tolerance for anyone who made the audience uncomfortable. Some clashes were subtler. Frank Sinatra, for instance, commanded respect, but his occasional volatility kept Carson on edge. Behind the scenes, Sinatra's entourage demanded special treatment, something Carson despised. He believed everyone on his show, from the biggest star to the newest comic, earned their spot. No exceptions, and let's not forget the politicians. Carson avoided overt political takes, but certain figures grated on him. Richard Nixon's infamous 1973 appearance was a masterclass in awkwardness. Carson's jokes landed with thuds, and Nixon's attempts at humor fell painfully flat. The tension was palpable, a rare misfire in Carson's otherwise flawless record. But perhaps the most fascinating dynamic was with younger comedians who didn't get Carson's style. In the 80s and 90s, as comedy grew edgier, some up-and-comers saw Carson as outdated. They'd come on too strong, ignore his cues, or, worst of all, try to outshine him. Big mistake. Carson's quiet dominance meant he didn't need to shout. A slight shift in his chair or a dry aside was enough to put a brash comic in their place. Yet Carson rarely held public grudges. His disdain was quiet, professional, and lethal. If a guest bombed or behaved badly, they simply weren't invited back. No drama, no headlines, just the unspoken rule of late-night TV. Respect the show, or disappear. So why does this all matter today? Because Carson's instincts were always right. The guests he disliked often revealed their true colors later, through scandals, fading careers, or industry reputations as difficult or egotistical. Carson saw through the act before anyone else, and that's the magic of Johnny Carson. He wasn't just a host, he was the ultimate gatekeeper of cool. To win his approval meant you'd made it. To lose it? Well, let's just say the entertainment world has a long memory. Love him or not, one thing's certain. Johnny Carson's quiet judgments shaped Hollywood more than we'll ever know. So tell me, which modern talk show host do you think carries that same unshakable authority? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more untold stories from the golden age of entertainment.